Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert Conley on Opportunity of Life. The Opportunity of Life is a podcast I just started last week to inform people of different things that can give them better health. Better health is necessary in nearly, I'm going to say, most of the people in the United States because most of the people, or a high percentage of the people in the United States, are taking some kind of a medicine. Taking the medicines means that there's a deficiency in your body. Something is wrong. What is wrong with your body? The problems that we have are masked, masked, by a medicine. These medicines that we take quite often are not fixes, but they are band-aids. Like I said, a mask. When we take these medicines, we may feel better, but if we don't continue taking those medicines, we won't continue feeling better. Generally, some medicines can repair, but most medicines mask. The level of nutrition that I understand, I could be wrong, but the level of nutrition that I understand that doctors get is not very much at all, because they have gone to school to learn the practice of medicine, not the information distribution of nutrition, but the practice of medicine. Most of the information that we get from nutritionists and from different information sources can be good nutritional information. And having the internet, we have the world of information at our fingertips. It's only a matter of us pulling it up so that we can understand exactly what it is that we should have. Now, once we do what we have been taught to do and what we can learn to do in the way of nutrition, we could be much, much better off than what we are. Our problems are quite often being lazy and taking care of the things that we need to take care of. Now, just because you might eat 3 square or round meals, however you want to call it, doesn't mean that you're getting the nutrition that your body needs. And if you take nutritional supplements, if you're not taking the correct amounts and you're not getting everything, you're still not getting what your body needs. So it's best, from my point of view, to research at least a little on the internet to find out what's good and what's not. Myself, I take nutritional supplements. Okay, I exercise. This cold weather is slowing me down, and the distance to the mall where I can walk is slowing me down. But I do take nutritional supplements. I now also have a patch that I wear that is helping, not necessarily nutritionally, but helping in the way of mending my cells. The nutrition that I'm taking is supplementing what I eat. As I am a vegetarian, I do eat some dairy, some cheese, some ice cream, and I eat eggs. So I still eat some animal products, even though I'm not eating the animals themselves. Um, I eat dark green vegetables, not as often as I should. Again, there's some laziness, but everything that I eat, other than the dairy and eggs, are plant based. So, what I'm getting is nutrition through these plant based meat substitutes and through some beans and nuts and all this other stuff that I eat. I'm getting my nutrition there as well as taking the nutritional supplement. Most people, I should say a lot of people, I don't have any stats, I don't have any records, I don't have any numbers, but you can judge for yourself by your friends and by yourself as well. If you take a look or you talk to your friends, and I'll say this because of me talking with so many of my friends, ask them, do they take nutritional supplements? And then if they say yes, see if it's just an off the shelf brand that has been manufactured that a wide range of people consume. When I say a wide range of people, I mean, as we become adults and our bodies change, the nutrients that a 22-year-old female that's 98 pounds takes is not the same nutrients that a 160-pound adult woman of 50 years age should be taking. Those two bodies need something different. And if you're not supplementing at all, then you're lacking because the foods that we eat do not have as much nutrition in them as we believe they do, even if you're eating what is perceived to be well, because the plants, the purest source of nutrition comes from plants. The plants are grown in soils that are widely depleted of nutrition. That's where the nutrition comes from that grows into the plants, besides the sunlight that gives them the vitamin D. And if we're not making an adjustment, there are going to be diseases and aches and pains that show up, and they will come. There's no way to get around them. If your body is not getting the nutrition that it needs, there's no way to get around those pains. There's ways to hide them, ways to mask them, but you can't get away from them, because if you mask them and you try to hide them, then once you stop, they'll come back. I have a bad knee, I have a bad foot from earlier injuries in my life. I take alfalfa tablets, alfalfa capsules, whichever I buy. I take those alfalfa pills, the capsules, to reduce the inflammation in my foot and in my knee. And so it doesn't appear that I have a problem, but I do have a problem. The alfalfa, although being natural, has not made the repair of my foot or my knee. But if I stop taking them, I will start limping. And it usually shows up in about 3 days of not taking them. So I continue to take the alfalfa. Now, the nutrition that I'm taking, I should say, it's not the highest quality right now. I am on my way to getting the highest quality that I believe is the highest quality, and it is going to be DNA formulated nutritional supplements, which I was taking a few years ago. It was helping me a lot. It was helping me a lot. And then the company and I had a misunderstanding about what was going on with my post that I put on Facebook. I only talked about what the supplements were doing for me, and the company said I was trying to say what they would do for other people. I don't do that. I don't even tell people that the echinacea tea is going to do certain things for them. I say, this is what it's done for me, and this is why I take it. Because I know that if I say the wrong thing, I can get in trouble. And so I did, even though I didn't say the wrong thing. So I'm going to be getting back on the DNA formulated nutritional supplements, because what will happen is that I send my saliva into this lab. The lab will pull my DNA off of it and then turn my DNA into a barcode. And by law, they have to discard, destroy my DNA. And so they have that barcode. That barcode will tell the machine that they have what nutrients my body needs, because there's approximately 400 million DNA nutritional recipes that are in the computer system of that machine. And once they feed my DNA into that machine, it will formulate exactly down to the milligram what my body needs according to what my DNA says. Now, there are companies out there that have DNA nutritional supplements. The problem with them are that they have these supplements in jars, in bottles, all ready to go, and they will send you what your DNA says you should have, but they will not be sending you the correct amount. And if they send you capsules about thiamine, let's just say they send you capsules containing thiamine. If they do not send you the correct amount and you're taking them, you're creating, or you could create, a toxic environment within your system. Because if you take too much, or if you take too little, your body is not going to function as good as it possibly can. Because taking too much, you don't hear it very often, but the possibility exists that a person that takes too much of some nutritional supplement or some nutritional need can create a toxic environment within their system, and it could hamper their system to the point that it could, and I keep using the word could shut down or cause a major problem within the organs within the body. And so if you're not getting the right amounts, then you could be causing more problems within yourself if you are taking off-the-shelf nutritional supplements. At least if you take supplements for your age group, you're going to be better off than just taking the generic vitamin or mineral that's on the shelf. So why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because we are taught, or we are told, that we're doing pretty good with eating and that things are pretty good in our systems. Well, I'm not sure, because I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what they tell you. I'm not a nutritionist. I can't tell you what they tell you. But I can tell you this, that if you're not taking the correct amount of nutritional supplements, your body is lacking. And if your body is lacking those nutrients, that means you are in a malnutrition state. If you are lacking the correct amount of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs, you are in a malnutrition state. And if you're in there and you remain there and you have been there for years, you can't fix it immediately. You can't fix the damage that has happened immediately. It will take some time. But there is still hope, no matter what your age is. there is hope for repair. Okay, the malnutrition. Let me pull up some information. I've got it on my computer, but I know that I'm going to cause myself a problem if I pull it up while I'm here talking to you, because I've got to look it up on my phone so I can give it to you. Um, Let me find it. I should have pulled it up earlier, but let me see if I can find something that I want to give you the information on. Malnutrition in adult Americans. Okay, malnutrition in adult Americans. This is information here on the internet. Between 1999 and 2020, 93,244 older adults died from malnutrition. We don't ever hear anybody saying that they died from malnutrition. We hear that they died of natural causes. Well, a natural cause from malnutrition can be death. As I was saying, if your body is not getting the correct amounts that it needs of the nutrition, it's going to be causing problems within your system. And if you do not correct it, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And then when you start feeling the aches and pains, or start getting diseases, or you can't sleep, you don't rest properly, you lose energy, every day you have problem with your level of energy, you forget things. Now, forgetting things, your brain may be full of information already, and you're only going to be able to store so much information in your brain. But if you're forgetting things, like if you hide something so that you can go back and get it, and then you forgot where you hid it, that could be, and again I say could be, a result of malnutrition and your brain function. How many times have you had your glasses on your head and you were looking for your glasses? How many times did you put your keys in your purse and you're looking for your keys? And you're looking for your purse? These things happen, and they happen regularly. How slow are your reflexes now? If you have your keys in your hand and you feel them slipping, can you respond quick enough before they hit the floor and grab them? Or do they hit the floor? Or do they hit the wall because you tried to grab them and you couldn't grab them and you slammed them against the wall? There's lots and lots of things that happen because of malnutrition. And unless you're going to a nutritionist, or unless you get a DNA report for your nutrition, you don't know what you should be taking. And guessing is not a good thing to do, not with your health. The number of Americans, the number of adults, Americans, from 1999 to 2020, the number of Americans with malnutrition increased from 10.7 per 100,000 adults to 25 in 100,000. That's almost 2.5 times the number, because now they're keeping more records. Almost 2.5 times the number, 25 out of 100,000. Okay, just because I'm a vegetarian doesn't mean that I'm not malnutrition or in a malnutrition state, but I can say that I'm in a much better position because I take nutrients and I watch what I eat. I do a better job at eating than the average American. Even if you're spending $20, $30 for a meal, doesn't mean you're getting the nutrition that you should be getting. There's a lot of different things that happen because of malnutrition. And if you don't take the correct amount, again, you could be creating a toxic environment within your system. Now, taking the right nutrition, or having enough of the right nutrition, and making sure that you are eating well and taking supplements, getting to a point where you are getting better nutrition. Like I said, you can't just fix the problems that have been growing over years. It's like a smoker. For a smoker to stop in a day is extremely hard, because it's not just what they feel that they need in their system, it's a habit. And habits are hard to break. Really, really hard to break. But if you are getting the nutrition that you need, you can increase the repairs of your body by using a device that I'm using on my body, and I use it daily. There are different devices. One device that I'm using is a patch. This patch does not have any medication in it. This patch, I put it on the back of my neck. I may be able to show you. Hopefully you can see that patch. Looks like a Band-Aid. Okay. That patch does not have any medication in it. What it has is a reflection system. Our bodies emit light. That's how infrared can see us at night. Infrared goggles, infrared glasses, they can see our bodies at night through the light that our bodies are emitting. And so as that light is being emitted and going away from your body, if you are wearing one of these patches, then the reflective material inside of the patch reflects that light back into the body. When that light is reflected back into the body, then it will, what it's doing for most of the people that's using it, nothing is 100% guaranteed. What it's doing is reflecting that light back into the body and rejuvenating the stem cells. The stem cells are what life is about. The stem cells help the other cells to grow so that your body can be repaired when those cells are damaged. It'd be a fantastic thing if all of the cells that we have never got damaged, but malnutrition damages those cells, because the right amount of nutrition not being in your bloodline, not being in your system, not feeding your body as it should feed, it's causing damage to your entire body, because your blood flows throughout your entire body and it goes back and it flows again. And because you've got a good heart rate, because you've got good blood flow, because you're feeling like you're okay, because you're getting up every day and everything is going okay, doesn't mean there's no damage in your body. It means that you have a habit of doing the things that you're doing, and that's getting up every day and going to do what you do. But the moment, oh my gosh, when people retire and they get out of that same old routine, their bodies start to deteriorate faster if they do not stay active. Just walking up and down the stairs helps to keep your routine going on and keeping your system in a decent shape. But when you retire, if you are not exercising, if you're not communicating with your coworkers like you used to, which helps the brain, it exercises the brain. Because if you're sitting at home with your husband or wife most of the time and you're not talking to other people and keeping that level of activity in the brain up, the brain gets lazy and it gets lazier. And as I play baccarat, okay, I was playing full time for a while and living off of the money. I was doing very, very good. The game of baccarat itself in my system that I've created. It increases the activity in my brain. And for me to be able to play efficiently and play to win, I have to keep my brain exercised, conditioned to recognize what it is that I am writing down and to see the patterns of what's happening with the cards on the table. If I get out of condition and I don't look at the patterns and I start to not recognizing those patterns that show up, then I can lose. The game is not made now for me to have a fair chance. And so I can lose. And losing, it doesn't feel good at all when I know I can win. Because when I first started playing the game and I was younger and I had a lot of brain activity going on, and that was in 2001. So that was 22 years ago, 23 years ago now. I was more lively, okay, because I was younger, okay, 23 years ago. And over time, I've created this system and made it better, made it better, made it better, made it better till I gotten it to the point now. When I first started playing, I was winning 83% of the time, but there was no shuffle machine. And that made a difference going from no shuffle machine to a shuffle machine to a shuffle machine that's upgraded to a shuffle machine that's got programs in it to a shuffle machine that's programmed by aiding from psychologists, psychiatrists, and all of that other stuff. It's just continually gotten harder. So what I have to do is I have to keep this exercise, I have to keep it conditioned in order for me to be able to play efficiently and win. And the only way that I could do that is to have the right nutrition in my system. Because if I'm lacking nutrition, my body's not functioning correctly. And that means that this is not going to be as efficient as it can be when I sit down at the table to play. Nutrition affects everything that we do. And if we don't have it and our brain starts to slowly go backwards, we've got problems. We've got problems. Alzheimer's and dementia. If you're not getting the correct nutrition, and if your stem cells are not working correctly, your body's not going to function like it used to. This patch on the back of my neck reflects the light into my system, reflects it back into my body, and it's rejuvenating stem cells. I know that it's working because some function of my body has changed since I started using it. And I talked about it last week. I don't have a problem talking about it. And what it's done is it's helped my prostate. I don't have to get up as many times a night to use the bathroom as I was. Okay, I don't feel the urgency to go as I used to feel. I'm 65 years old. There's people younger than me with problems. That's why they tell men to get your prostate checked. I think it's after 40, you should have regular checks of your prostate because they know that there's going to be a problem with it. It's almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. So if you work on fixing it and you can make it better, I don't know if you can totally repair it, but you can make it better. But you can't make it better by doing the things that you've already been doing, because doing those things that you've already been doing is what caused it to be in the shape that it's in now. So you have to change something. And the best thing to change is your nutrition and to wear this patch, because nutrition will help your cells. But to rejuvenate the stem cells, which helps to build the other cells, is better than just putting the nutrition in your system. So I'm here to tell you that you should have more nutrition going into your system if you do not have DNA formulated nutritional supplements that you're taking. And if you're not eating 3 or 5 meals a day, because you can eat 5 meals, small ones. And if you don't eat breakfast and you eat dinner and it's a fatty dinner and then you go to sleep, you're literally killing yourself. Because eating the wrong foods turns into fat, gets in your blood, and it could cause a stroke or heart attack. And if you don't get up in the morning and feed your body, you're starving your body of nutrition. And if you get up in the morning, you drink a cup of coffee, you not only starved your body of nutrition, you're jump starting your body. That's a dangerous thing too, because you don't have the nutrition in your body, and now you got that caffeine in you. Think about that. Think about that. You're lacking the nutrition. You go to bed with a full stomach. You're putting all of that fat in your system, and then you put some jumper cables on your body first thing in the morning. There's many problems that are developing with that routine. Many problems developing with that routine. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. But if you ask a nutritionist, they can tell you the same thing I just told you. It just doesn't make sense. It's just not logical that you starve your body of the nutrition and then jumpstart it with false nutrition, which is caffeine. This is Robert Conley on Opportunity of Life. You have an opportunity every day to start making corrections on your body so that you can live a healthier life. We're all going to die. You've heard that statement before. We're all going to die. I understand that, and we are. What we're doing from the moment that we are born is occupying ourselves until we die. Now, we have a choice of occupying ourselves and having a good time doing it, or feeling pain and disease throughout the time. It's our choice on what we do to take care of ourselves. Doing the wrong things is just not going to be good, not going to help you. Now, I'm not here just to give you information. I'm here to make money, because me talking about the DNA formulated nutritional supplements and the patch are both opportunities that I can make money off of. I can get healthy. I can get healthy for free, and I can get healthy and get paid for it. Healthier. You can do the same. It doesn't take that much work. You can do it part-time. You're only going to see me on here right now 1 day a week, and anywhere between 30 and 60 minutes. And unless I just start talking to someone about it when I have nothing else to do, when I'm someplace else, then that's going to be an amount of time that I'm going to put in. And if I can get $1,000 a month off each one of these 2 opportunities of life that's making me healthier, it's $24,000 a year. Just $1,000 on each one of them. $24,000 a year. A lot of people don't get that. And the way that I've got things set up right now, my game plan, I can get to that point part-time and pull in that much money on a part-time basis, helping people feel better and helping people make more money. Because if you get involved here and you want to make money, I'm here to help you. And everybody above me is here to help you. You don't go it alone. Okay? You won't go it alone. And there are different levels. Okay. If you just want to be a consumer and start to make some repairs of your body, you can do that. And it costs about $3 a day, just about $3 a day. Okay. And if you want to make money off of it, then you can start a home business. You can get involved there. You can get started for about $300 to start your own home business doing this. And if you want to do this, here, I'm here to help you. If you want to do this and you invite somebody here, I turn them into your customer. I turn them into the person that will be helping you to make money. I'll help you with that. Okay. You won't be by yourself. And the same thing with the patch. Okay. It's all that I'm going to help you if you come this way. I want people to succeed. I want people to be better off than what they are. Now, if you want to make really, really good money, okay, if you want to make really, really good money, then you can get involved with about $2,000 and you can get up to about $100,000 a year. Working part time, still working part time. Okay, it's your choice on what you do. $2,000. What is $2,000? It's more than what some people will get back on their income tax, but it's a lot less than what a lot of people will get back on their income tax. A lot of people will get enough money on their income tax to become a small business owner with what I'm talking about with the nutritional supplements and with the patch, and you can build a good income off of that working part-time from your home. Okay? It doesn't take that much. Doesn't take that much. Persistence is what it takes. Okay? Learning what it is and working with it doesn't take that much. The things that I'm telling you, mostly I'm finding on the internet, or I already know about it because I'm a vegetarian. And I've been a vegetarian since age 19. I'm 65 years old right now. So I've gotten information throughout the years that's helped me. Okay. But if you want to have a very, very good business opportunity, right now, the patch is one of the best growing businesses in the United States because our age range, all of us have some kind of a problem. All of us have some kind of a problem. And the easiest way to fix those problems are to take the correct nutrition and to wear the patch, because the correct nutrition is going to be sending the good nutrition throughout your system, through your blood, and the patch is going to reflect the light back for your stem cells to rejuvenate so that your body can become healthier than what it is. Very, very simple, very, very easy. For less than a cup of coffee from a drive-through every day, for less than a cup of coffee every day. This is Robert Conley on Opportunity of Life. And your opportunity of life is better nutrition. And if you want to increase your income, it's through better nutrition also, through what I have to offer. If you're interested, call me. Okay? If you're interested, you can call me. All right? No problem. You can call me. And I will talk to you. And I'll give you the information I can give you. And I can send you information. And I can connect you with people that can give you more information and videos that can give you information. Okay? I'm going to end this episode here of Opportunity of Life. And I would like for you to go back and watch this and think about it. Because if you're not taking the correct amount of nutrition, and if you do not have a patch on that's rejuvenating your stem cells, you're dying. This is Robert Conley, Opportunity of Life. I'm gone, y'all.